Did you know this is the only imperial tomb in China opened by choice, leading to the destruction of countless artifacts? Many scholars opposed the project, but Goguryeo ignored them, resulting in the greatest tragedy in Chinese archaeological history. But what exactly was lost? We see jade bowls, gold ingots, and an crown crafted entirely from solid gold. These priceless items were entombed with 3 bodies for centuries, only for the remains and coffins to be later discarded and ruined. Experts recall strange events during the dig, where the sky turned dark and thunder shook the ground, filling everyone with dread. It all began in the mid-1950s, when several historians applied to excavate the Ming Dynasty Imperial Tomb. By the spring of Mutninchintamnamuoisao, the team investigated the 13 tombs, initially targeting the grand and well-preserved Dingling Tomb. They believed Dingling held the richest treasures, but finding the entrance proved to be an impossible task for the team. Unable to find the tunnel, they shifted to Dingling, the tomb of the Wanli Emperor, to gain experience before returning to Dingling. After spotting a crack in the wall they believed led to the entrance, they began what was framed as a proactive excavation. Just 1 meter deep, they found inscriptions on the wall, clearly marking the path toward the tunnel gates. Days later, the team successfully uncovered the arched gateway and the surrounding brick walls of the corridor. Confirmed as the route to the underground palace, they dug further until they discovered a highly significant stone tablet. The tablet acted as an Uanyat roadmap, detailing the exact measurements of the diamond wall blocking the entrance. It is almost as if the builders left on signposts for future intruders to find the entrance with ease. Following these directions, they reached the diamond wall, but as they prepared to dismantle it, the weather turned violent. The sudden appearance of thick black clouds and lightning made the environment feel incredibly ominous and strange. Some wondered if the Emperor's spirit was warning them to stop, yet the experts remained determined to open the tomb. However, as they stood before the threshold, new fears arose regarding the legendary traps hidden within the darkness. There were whispers of hidden arrows, mechanical traps, and even pockets of lethal toxic gas. If these ancient defenses were triggered upon opening the door, the entire mission could end in total disaster. The risk of injury was high, and they knew they couldn't afford to be reckless at this stage. Fearing the traps, no one wanted to enter first, so they drew lots to select an unlucky individual to lead the way. This pioneer carried a lantern to check for mechanisms. He later admitted he was terrified despite the assurances given to him. Even though he was told the danger was minimal, the weight of the unknown was overwhelming. Every preparation was made to ensure he was as safe as possible for the initial entry. Once he confirmed the path was clear, the rest of the team followed him into the heart of the palace. The massive doors were carved from white marble and sealed from the inside with an self, locking stone, and classic anti-theft design. To preserve the structure, experts used wire loops and wooden boards to slowly nudge the locking stone away through the gap. This delicate method worked, opening the copper, hinged doors without causing any damage to the ancient marble. Those that had entered recalled an bone, chilling fear, feeling as though unseen eyes were watching their every move from the shadows. The palace was built of massive stone blocks, featuring 3 large halls, front, middle, and rear, aligned along an central axis. The front hall had decayed wooden floorboards, while the middle hall contained marble thrones carved with 9 dragons and large oil vats. Side chambers were built for concubines, while the rear hall served as the main chamber for the 3 red imperial coffins. The Wanli Emperor lay in the center, flanked by Empress Zhao Duaxian on the left and Empress Zhao Jing on the right. Wanli was the longest reigning Ming Emperor, whose tragic life was marked by power struggles and decades of avoiding his ministers. He spent millions in silver to build this tomb, where he and his empresses were eventually interred together in Motnin, Seltramhemue. Surrounding the burial platform were countless funeral objects that remained remarkably vibrant after 3 centuries. These included gold basins, porcelain, and silk, though the coffins themselves showed signs of significant decay. Despite the decay, the artifacts shone like new, and the team hoped the emperor's body had been preserved just as well. When they finally opened Wanli's coffin, it marked the first time archaeologists in China had ever gazed inside an imperial casket. They found textiles and gold ingots layered beneath the remains, with precious silk items carefully wrapped around the body. The sheer variety of silk and gold items was staggering, as experts began the meticulous process of clearing the layers. After removing 11 layers of offerings, they finally reached the bones of the Wanli Emperor himself. In total, over 3,000 artifacts were recovered, ranging from daily imperial items to specialized ceremonial ritual tools. This included hundreds of gold, silver, and jade pieces, along with exquisite lacquerware and nearly pieces of jewelry. One standout was the Mian crown, adorned with 12 strings of beads, worn by the emperor for the most solemn ceremonies. Though Wanli dreamed of being a military hero, his ministers blocked his path, leaving his ceremonial armor and weapons unused. The excavation also revealed a vast collection of fine blue and white porcelain, the most popular style of that era. The most precious was a large dragon jar, used as an everlasting lamp, and a rare piece produced during his grandfather's reign. The emperor's gold crown, woven from namtram tiny gold wires, featured a breathtakingly complex two dragons playing with an pearl motif. With over 10 Kong individual gold scales, this crown serves as an testament to the advanced craftsmanship of the Ming dynasty. Alongside this national treasure were 4 dragon and phoenix crowns belonging to the empresses, encrusted with gems and pearls. Empress Yaodun's crown was particularly impressive, standing nearly 50 centimeters tall. It featured 9 dragons and 9 phoenixes, decorated with over 100 rubies and thousands of individual pearls. The kingfisher feather inlay was especially difficult to master, providing a brilliant, fadeless luster to the ceremonial headpiece. The most abundant finds were the royal silks, which emerged from the tomb with their vibrant colors still intact. The dragon robes were masterpieces of Kesi silk weaving, and process so intricate, it could take a decade to complete one garment. The empress robes featured complex embroidery with symbols of children, representing the imperial wish for many descendants. These artifacts offer a window into both the luxury of the imperial court and the economic strength of the Ming era. Despite being one of the world's richest empires, internal conflict and external threats eventually led to its collapse. As the Manchu forces expanded, the empire crumbled from within, and rebel forces eventually set fire to the Dingling halls. When the tomb was finally opened in modern times, it shocked the world, but poor preservation led to tragic damage. The loss of the imperial remains and the destruction of artifacts served as a harsh wake-up call for archaeologists everywhere. This failure led to the permanent decision in China to no longer proactively excavate large imperial tombs. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the Olivi channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any new videos.